G'day, legends. A lot of leaders I'm talking with at the moment are having a little bit of an issue with continuity of team, consistency of performance, but just having to be, because of a lot of distractions happening, spending a lot of time, in crisis management, etc. And it's problematic, because it takes away from really what they want to do. And you watch their own vitality. Let's, by the way, shift this whole mental health thing, which is actually a term that doesn't really hold any substance. Let's shift it to vitality, because that truly explains what we're talking about. So their own vitality starts to go down. So what do we do about it? Well, we can try and force the matter, which is a lot of the time what leaders want. We get in and we drive, we just drive it forward. But the thing is, you're still forcing. And then all the energy is coming from you. And that really, really drags you down. I was working with an AFL captain one day, and he was trying to get his ability to actually express himself in the leadership group better and make that impact on the team. Day before, the last game before the main season, he sees his team that didn't really get off the paddock, didn't get off the plane onto the paddock, and he's becoming so he starts to really force the matter, put himself in, because he's often led by his actions. But instead of doing that, what he does, he goes up in a contest and takes a guy's head off, gets suspended for a week, the first week of the season. So as a leader, what's that saying to us? Now, one of the things that I expressed to him, I said, so what was going on for you in that moment? He says, I was angry. I said, why were you angry? Because I couldn't seem to communicate. These guys just wouldn't do what they want. I said, were you trying to do it on your own? He says, yeah. I says, where's your other 5 people in your leadership team? I said, did you talk to them? How did they feel in the moment? And he says, no, I just tried to do it myself. And I said, exactly, that's why you're exhausted. That's why you got suspended. Instead of going, right, let's bring the team together. Let's get them focused. And then let's start embodying how to play better on that day. Would have completely shifted the moment. So the big thing here is take a breath. In the moment, everything's in your face. One of the worst things you can do is try and keep putting out spot fires, because spot fires are just symptoms. So just take a breath and start to get really clear on where it is you want to go. Now, this is for a CEO of a major organization right through to a parent and a family. It's all the same thing. Same concept, it's just a fractal. Get really clear on where you want to go. And then ask myself, how do I embody that? How do I live that in this moment as if I am there? Because what that embodiment does is it makes me emanate. It emanates a frequency, and people will resonate with that. It's called entrainment. It's when 2 frequencies that are dissimilar come into unison, into harmony, in resonance. Best to surmise when 2 pendulums are swinging out of sync. And entrainment's when the 2 come together in harmony. Now, the thing about that is, the next question is, well, which pendulum do they entrain to? It's the one with the biggest mass. The pendulum with the biggest mass is the one that they actually come to, and that's all the pendulums. So that means, what's the biggest mass in this moment? It's the leader with the clearest understanding of where we're going. And when we embody that, watch everything else change. Watch everything else change. You'll get away from forcing the situation. Forcing doesn't work, it exhausts you and causes collateral damage. What resonance does is it creates a void, and that draws people to you. If you got something from this video, put resonant in the comments, so I understand that it's resonating with you and you're getting what I'm saying. If you've got a question, throw it in the comments or message me and I'll answer you directly. Trust you got something from it. Big love.